Okay, so here we are drawing some circles. We got our table drawn. And so the first thing again that I did was to scale out using the shapes tool, using the line, insert a line. It scaled out a line that was 1,200 kilometers long. And then I drew another line, which is right here. I drew another line right next to it that's another 1,200 kilometers long. And I put them right next to one another. And so now what I'm going to do is select my ellipse, insert an ellipse. And I'm going to start drawing that ellipse to the left of this big long line that I constructed. So I'm going to start that. And I'm going to make sure that the major axis of this ellipse is as long as the line is. And I'm going to let it go. Now I'm going to go up to my select tool. I'm going to highlight the circle. And I'm going to drag that circle down, or that ellipse down, until it's almost like a circle here. Okay, that's pretty close. A little bigger too. Lovely. I don't want to manipulate this line. So this center axis, I want it to stay the same. I just want to make it taller. So I'm going to drag it a little bit more up to it. All right, now I'm going to touch this spot where there's no blue dots, because that's how you can move the circle. And I'm going to slide that right over top of New York. So my crosshairs, where the two dotted lines come together and intersect, right over the city. And there you have it. Here's your circle for New York. Make sense? Is that a pretty easy way? Yeah, that's a pretty easy way. I think that's a way better way than that, what we were doing yesterday. Yes, what we were doing yesterday was miserable. I knew it, you knew it, and I was frustrated. So, do we have an epicenter? Yes. Oh, wait. Yeah. What do you say? You see a spot where they all match up? Yeah, right around here. So here I am. I'm going to go to my drawing tool and just circle it up. I see an epicenter kind of right in this space where they all come together, don't we? So this is where you guys are going to draw your X. Make sure that you have an X drawn. That's what you should have come up with. So just to backtrack through, for those who missed, we'll come back to this page. I'm going to rotate counterclockwise. Actually, oops. Go up to my selects. I'm going to move up the screen. I think I need to rotate back because I turned this on its head. Okay, so we filled in the table. Here's your table. And then we went down to the map and constructed some circles according to the distance to the epicenter that we recorded on our table. First circle that you could draw would be around New York. That's going to be your smallest circle with a 1,200 kilometer radius. And that's what I did wrong in my class yesterday is I forgot to note that this right here, between this mark and this mark, is the radius of the circle. It's not the diameter. That epicenter happened somewhere 1,200 miles from New York, and it could have happened in any direction. And we don't know. And it happened anywhere along the line of the circle. There's an infinite number of possibilities. Well, virtually, right? There's we just don't know where it happened. It could have occurred anywhere along there. That's why we needed at least how many circles to confirm a spot, a place for the epicenter? How many? So we needed 3, right? Because if we only had 2, so we scroll down here and imagine we didn't have New York, your other possibility would have been where? Right down here, right? If you end up with 2, and you're lucky, you'll have 2 points of intersection. So at least you'll have it narrowed to a 50-50 shot. But then you throw a third, if you throw a third station reporting back its data into the mix, if that station has reported correctly, you should get a place where they start to really converge. And we know that that place is just to the north and to the east of Chicago. So that's the significance of three circles. That's called triangulation. And that's what I hope that you guys end up with. So when I grade your labs, that's what I'm going to be looking for is, were they able to converge on one spot? Now, if you found that you didn't all come together on like one tight spot, but there's like a little triangle there in the middle between your circles, that's fine too. Just put an X right through that triangle. That means you got close. And that's totally fine. I'm not going to take off any points for that. Okie dokie. All right. Any questions? Okay, so again, you don't have to do procedure B. So don't worry about doing these again. If you would like to do these, you may do these for extra credit, but you don't have to do this part. So all I want you to do is jump to the discussion questions, answer these up. You don't have to do number 2 because that involves you doing procedure B. So you don't have to do it. And get this submitted before you leave. Is that acceptable, guys? All right, fair enough. Go to it.